GTA Online. With how successful this title is, there is no doubt that with the release of GTA 6, Rockstar will try to capitalize on the online potential of the game. Throughout the years, GTA Online has made Rockstar around $7.7 billion. The success of GTA Online is undeniable. It's been a complete cash cow for Rockstar Games over the years. That said, the immense profitability of GTA Online might lead to some serious concerns for GTA 6's online version. With how Rockstar have been handling GTA Online, and knowing the amounts of money they have made through microtransactions, it wouldn't be surprising at all to see them continue this trend of prioritizing monetization over gameplay. With how things stand currently, when most unlockable content that is exclusive to the online version of the game is being kept behind ridiculous pricing, players are left to either grind or pay up. Obviously, the more boring grinding players have to do, the more incentive there is to instead buy a shark card. And Rockstar have already been walking a thin line using this monetization tactic, making in-game items more and more expensive, in turn making the game even more miserable and grindy for those not willing to pay up. With the release of GTA 6's online version, players are afraid to see Rockstar completely stepping over this mentioned line and ruining the online experience for most people. Another thing that is likely to stay is modding. Ah yes, modding. Some even argue that in fact this is the worst problem plaguing GTA Online, and likely it is here to stay. Rockstar have not yet released an online game that wouldn't use peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is describing a way in which computers communicate with each other. Most games today use dedicated servers, which on a basic level as seen in this diagram means that the input is sent to the server then usually checks for anything unusual, and then distributes whatever the outcome for the provided input is to the other players. In case of peer-to-peer, there is no server, so if a computer is telling lies to the other computers on the same network, they pretty much have no choice but to believe the input. There are ways to fight this sort of behavior, but the reason behind why Rockstar doesn't do it could be a topic for another day. However it may be, the communication infrastructure between systems is essentially what's been allowing modders to thrive, and from what we currently know, Rockstar isn't planning to change how their online works. This could be for many reasons, but the main one is probably cost. Building a server to which players can connect to and play on costs money. Peer-to-peer is essentially cost-free. This is where I have to mention that they still have servers that sort some aspects of their games, but as we have seen, it isn't enough when we're talking about the cheating problem. Now I, as well as many other people, are hoping that Rockstar actually will do something about the cheating problem, since GTA is their biggest title. However, looking back at the history of this franchise, I have to remind you that cheating didn't start with the release of GTA 5's online version. Rockstar have been neglecting this problem since as far as GTA 4's online was released, and even back then people hoped that with the next release this huge company would be able to at least somewhat tame the beast that the cheating problem is. Skip forward 10 years, and the beast is as rampant as ever. Next on the list is something we are gonna call alienation. This will tie in pretty well with my first point that I made in this video, and will also help us to understand another risk that Rockstar could be facing because of their scummy tactics and practices. Alienation would essentially mean the community's separation into segments. With the quote-unquote encouragement tactics that Rockstar uses, it could become almost impossible for a new or a casual player to make any significant progress in the game without paying. This could potentially leave a significant portion of the community dissatisfied with the game, creating a risk of over-monetization backlash and alienation. Rockstar would still see short-term financial gains, however this dissatisfaction and alienation could hurt them in the long run. Ultimately, a game's long-term success often hinges on its ability to maintain a happy and engaged player base rather than solely on short-term financial gains. The potential for GTA 6's online version is vast. However, rampant cheating due to bad peer-to-peer infrastructure, scummy monetization practices, and player backlash because of them are all legitimate worries that Rockstar have to seriously think about. So what lies ahead of GTA 6 online? Will Rockstar shift their focus from monetization to prioritizing a fair and engaging gameplay experience? The fate of the game largely rests on Rockstar's decisions and how they choose to address these problems. And with the script of the video coming to its end, I just want to mention thank you for watching. Now I know I have painted a pretty grim picture here, but in the end, just like the rest of the GTA community, I am hoping that they will succeed in overcoming these issues. I hope that in the end, the game and of course its online counterpart are gonna be successful, and once again, I hope I'm gonna have to eat my own words. The reason for the video being so focused on the negative things is that a lot of the positive aspects have already been talked about. So I wanted to remind people that hype isn't everything and Rockstar still have issues to sort. Once again, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.